Hi, and welcome to day 5, the final day of the Reframe and Reclaim mini course. I am Rachel, and I'm so happy to be here with you. It's so exciting. You reached the final day of this mini course. How wonderful is that? Thank you so much for showing up for yourself, right? By you showing up and taking actions presented to you in this presentation, that just lets me know that you are dedicated to live your best life. And how could I not be amazed about that, right? So, little disclaimer, I say this in every video, the thoughts and beliefs shared in this presentation should not be viewed as mental health advice. I am not a mental health professional. So, if you are experiencing a mental health crisis, please reach out to someone who can properly support you, okay? Someone who is qualified. If you go to the overview slide, you will see two numbers there, one for the suicide prevention hotline and another one for the mental health crisis hotline, okay? So, without any further ado, before I continue, another disclaimer, I have a slight speech impediment, so I do stammer, and sometimes I get super excited that I talk super fast, but I will do my best to slow it down and keep things even. Do my best. We shall see what it looks like. But feel free to play around with the speeds if I start talking way too fast, right? And hopefully there's captions to this. There should be captions. So we'll just see what happens. So today we're talking about integrating and moving forward, sustaining your growth, and embodying your worthiness. Okay. So, over the last 4 days, we've done some deep work together. We've explored worthiness, shifted our perspective, faced resistance, and taken steps towards embodying a new way of being. All right. So, today is all about integrations, right? Because transformation isn't all about insights, okay? It's about what you do with them moving forward. So, here's what we're covering today: reflecting on our shifts and insights. Okay, so recognizing your transformation, acknowledging how far you have come. Okay, understanding how you sustain your progress through creating a plan for ongoing growth, celebrating your journey, celebrating progress, and committing to worthiness because you are worthy. You've always been worthy. And creating a plan to keep moving forward. Okay, next steps. All right. Of course, we're going to also include some journaling exercise. Okay. So take a deep breath. Okay. Close your eyes. Take a deep breath and think back to where you were 5 days ago. Okay. What has shifted for you? What realizations have you had? How do you feel now compared to day one? Over the past 4 days, you have explored worthiness in action. You have shifted perspective, faced resistance, and embraced growth. So, this is a time for you to take a moment to acknowledge how far you have come. Some of you may have experienced a huge breakthrough, or maybe it's something subtle, like the way you speak about yourself, which is also a huge win. The way you approach challenges, or even just having more self awareness. Personally, for me, I know that sometimes the smallest shifts make the biggest difference. There have been times in my life where I thought I wasn't making any progress, only to look back and realize how much I had changed. Okay. So before we move forward, let's take a moment to honor your growth because recognizing how far you've come is key to sustaining it. All right. Pat yourself on the back, cheer for yourself. Where is my little cheer button? Hold on. Ooh, I'm so happy for you. Congratulate yourself. You deserve it. Okay. So, what has shifted for you? Let's pause for a moment and think about it. Let's pause and reflect. What's different about you now? What new beliefs or perspectives have emerged? How do you see yourself differently? How has your understanding of worthiness deepened? What limiting beliefs have you let go of? What actions have reinforced your worthiness? If you have a journal nearby, write these down. This is a time for you to start keeping track of all these changes, okay? So that way you can go back and reflect on your growth and be proud of yourself. And this exercise, this practice of journaling It's so beneficial because there's going to be moments where you feel stagnant. And so you can go back and say, hey, you know what? I have grown and I know that I will grow. It just encourages you to keep going. Okay. So write down these changes, right? And if not, just sit with these questions for a moment. Even if your mind tells you that you haven't changed much, but I promise that you have. Growth isn't always loud. Sometimes it's a quiet shift that leads to the biggest transformations, okay? So, how do we sustain the progress? So, how do you make sure that these changes last? Okay. There's nothing worse than feeling a breakthrough only to fall back into old habits. That's why integration is so important. Okay. Here are three things you can do to sustain your progress. Okay. Journaling your integration, write down your takeaways. What did you learn? What's next for you? This helps solidify your transformation. And I kind of just touched on that a little bit. Making it a habit for a simple daily action that find a simple daily action that reinforces your growth. Maybe it's an affirmation, a morning reflection, or even just a sticky note in your mirror reminding you of your worthiness. Okay. Let me get my face out of the way. All right. Celebrating yourself. Stop waiting for big wins to celebrate. Every step counts. If you did something differently today than you would have last week, that is worth celebrating. Okay. So worthiness is a lifelong practice, not just a one time shift. What daily or weekly actions will help you stay aligned? And consider setting reminders, journaling, or creating affirmations through sticky notes or however you want to do it. Okay. Celebrate your journey. Like I said, recognize your courage and commitment to growth. Give yourself permission to feel proud of your progress and affirm, I am worthy of my growth and success. Yes, you are. You are worthy of all the good things. You are worthy of all the shifts, all the releasing of the limiting beliefs. You're worthy of it all. You are worthy of living as your ideal self, okay? Excuse me, you've done the work, you've shown up for yourself, and this is something to be proud of. I want you to take a moment, whether out loud or in your journal, to acknowledge your growth. You are not the same person you were when you started this journey 5 days ago, and it is worth celebrating. Let me move my face again. So, journal prompts are important, okay? And this is why it's important to write it down. Journal prompts help you integrate your growth, okay? What are your biggest takeaways this week? Okay, what have been your biggest insights? What have you gained this week, okay? How do you want to carry these lessons into your daily life? What one key commitment are you willing to make moving forward, okay? And how will you remind yourself daily that you are worthy? What challenges might I face and how will I navigate them, okay? This is how you turn insights into real lasting change. Oops. So from this point forward, this is the last slide, guys. Keep moving forward. This is not the end, it's just the beginning. The last 5 days have given you new awareness, new tools, and a deeper understanding of your worthiness. But growth isn't about doing something once, it's about continuing the work every day. Let me leave you with this. Let me leave you with this. Sorry, the stammer came back. You are already worthy. You don't have to earn it to prove it. You just have to own it. That's it. Trust yourself, trust your process. Every step, no matter how small, is leading you somewhere greater. Thank you so much for being here. Keep going. I believe in you, and we are in it together. Okay. So, if you are on this journey and you would like, a little bit of coaching here and there, hit me up, DM me. I am in the middle of setting up websites so that way you can do a discovery call with me, a 30 minutes free call or a 30-minute free session. It's up to you, but I am here for you. I'm here to help you understand and remind yourself of your worth and of your infinite potential. The world is your oyster, friend. it's time for you to live like it. All right. Bye. Thank you again. Mwah.